Y'all are not gonna believe what I'm about to bedazzle. Oh, isn't he beautiful? And he's gonna be so much better, covered in sparkles. So as some of you know, I'm in the process of trying to open a storefront. And I want this storefront to be the most colorful, most fun place to shop ever. And I think Mr. Buck here is gonna be a great addition. However, it's gonna be a whole lot easier to bedazzle him without all the accessories on him. So, now he's naked, and I'm going to start. He's gonna be beautiful, y'all. He's gonna be so handsome. Okay, so I've got a variety of different colors, sequins and rhinestones. I've got my glue, I've got my readers, and I've got my rhinestone pencil. All right, it's time to get started. Now, this thing is huge. It's really big. So it's probably going to take me a very long time. I've decided that instead of doing some sort of pattern or design, because that would definitely take me forever. Also, I feel like it's gonna be distracting if I do that. I feel like this, having it bedazzled, is gonna be busy enough. And so I'm thinking more, I'll show you my headband. See how my headband is just random rhinestones and sequins? I'm thinking that is what he needs. So in my tiny little town, I mean, we seriously have like 1,800 people. It's not big at all. But the one thing we are lacking in my little town is we don't have a place to get a bunch of art supplies. We've got a couple little places that sell sketchbooks, pens, some markers, maybe some watercolor. So when we lived in Memphis, I had my own little jewelry making business and I loved it. So I didn't sell my jewelry in any shops. I did them all through home shows. And the reason is because I love people. Like, I love interacting with people. I love getting their feedback. I love hearing what they think and getting ideas from them. Like, and I'm a social person. So I really, really enjoyed that entire process. So I want this shop to not just have some jewelry making supplies, but I'm also gonna have my charm bar in there. And I wanna have some other art, some curated pieces from other artists, maybe some curated craft kits, some fun little gifts. So I've got some big plans for the Good Golly shop. But I don't wanna just sit around and wait for that to happen. You know, I kinda need to make some money now. So I've actually been looking into just some additional ways to make money, things that I like to call little side hustles. And I actually have done quite a bit of research and have found something that I think is gonna be amazing. So I will be sharing more of that coming up. I can't share too much right now, but it's gonna allow me to be creative and make money, which is, you know, the dream. So look for those videos coming probably in about a month. Now, I will tell y'all, getting the loose sequins is so much better than getting the sheets, because these are all like stickers, and so you have to take them off of the adhesive, and it's really annoying. And I know these are great if you want to use them as little stickers, but not great if you're trying to put them on a buck. So when I'm placing all of these, there is no real rhyme or reason to it. I mean, aside from the fact that I am working kind of hard to not do too many of the same color in one spot, but that's about it. And then as far as sequins versus rhinestones, same type of thing, trying not to put too many rhinestones in one spot. Just trying to make it as random as possible. That is what I feel like is gonna look the best. Now, even if I don't end up getting that storefront, this beauty will live in my house. I am all about having some fun, funky artwork. It's a great conversation starter. It puts personality in your home, and I love it. I definitely don't play it safe when it comes to the decor of my home. Do you see that? That's a vintage stoplight that I got at an estate sale. Why? Because it's a vintage stoplight, and I think it's cool. So maybe that'll end up in my storefront. Maybe that ends up in my son's room. Maybe that ends up on my living room wall. You know, you just never know. It's like that reel that was going around. It said, buy the weird stuff. Buy the stuff that makes your house, when you're gone, makes your house have the coolest estate sale. That is my goal in life, to have the most random, awesome estate sale ever. Because I'll have stuff like this to sell. Now, I wanna know from you guys, what is your favorite piece of decor in your house? Is it a work of art? Is it a vintage piece of furniture or something sentimental? I wanna know, what is your favorite piece that you have in your house? The one that if the fire alarm went off, you'd be grabbing it heading out the door. Okay, Buck McSparkleson is coming along. Look at all those sparkles. He's gonna be a very beautiful buck. Oh, I have so much more to do. This is gonna take a while. Y'all, I keep dropping sequins and rhinestones. My house is gonna look like a Vegas showgirl lives here. They're all over the place. By the way, when I go back and edit these videos, it's really funny to look at myself and see my concentration face, which I always knew that I'm like really bad. My face, it's awful. Like when I'm concentrating, I'm usually like, I do this awful face. Same though as like when someone's talking to me and I'm trying to hear what they're saying. If there's like a lot of noise in the room, I'll go. I've actually had somebody come up to me before and be like, you're giving the dirtiest look. And it's not because I'm being mean. My face just does that. I can't help it. I do the same thing with movies or TV shows. Like if it gets emotional, I'm like, it's terrible. I should just have Corey film me while I'm watching shows, and that could be its own YouTube channel. Just watching me make really hideous, awful, pretty funny faces while I'm watching shows. It's amazing how different it looks with the white. Like what it looks like when I'm making it versus what it looks like once it's dried up. This is going so much faster now that I got my new pickup tool. I don't know what the official name is, but my rhinestone picker-upper tool is, this is a game changer. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen that I'm doing a trip to Asheville this Christmas. So it's gonna be a vintage weekend in Asheville. And we're gonna be staying in these adorable A-frame cabins called the Wrong Way Lodge and Cabins. It's so cute. And then we're gonna go do a tour of the Biltmore, all decorated for Christmas. And then there are a bunch of holiday markets that we're gonna go to that will be selling vintage items and crafted holiday decor. I'm really excited. We also have tickets to the Big Crafty, which is a huge craft show in Asheville. Y'all, this is like, it's the best weekend ever to be in Asheville. So we're gonna get to go to all these holiday markets, to the Big Crafty, to the Biltmore. We're gonna go to amazing restaurants. We're also gonna have a craft night together, and I am gonna be making curated craft boxes with craft supplies, with all the supplies that you need to do the crafts with me. So we're gonna have one specific night where we're gonna craft together, but then in your craft box is gonna be additional craft supplies and projects that you can do on your own, like in your room at night, or you can just take it home with you. But I'm really excited about it. The seats are filling up fast. So at the time of this filming, there are 3 spaces left. But I'll put a link to it in the description. And if you would like to sign up for future trips and be one of the first ones to know about them, I'll go ahead and put the link to that sign up list as well. Now my patrons over on Patreon, they actually get the very first dibs. So all of them know everything before anybody else. Y'all get the insider scoop. So if you guys are interested in joining my Patreon, again, link is in the description. Always, always where it is. I have almost used 1 full bottle of this adhesive for 1/2 of Bucky McSparkleson. This is taking me a little bit of time. Huh? What? Oh, it's time to do the ear. It is 53 degrees out this morning, so I decided to come out on my porch swing to finish the last little bit. Bucky McSparkleson is almost done, so I've got to finish this, and then I got to put them all together and put them on my wall so we can see what he looks like. It's time to put Bucky McSparkleson together. If anyone is curious about the time frame for making Bucky, it took me the final season of Gilmore Girls, and it took me 3 out of the 4 episodes of the newest season of Gilmore Girls. He took a little while, but he's so worth it.